Abba was always a sensitive, thoughtful and caring young man. Even as a young boy, he always had a sense of right and wrong. As he grew up, he came to see that he wanted to use his life to help people. He was interested in gaining more knowledge about his faith and saw his faith as a constant guide to his life's questions and answers. As a young man, he heard about preachers who were teaching the true nature of Islam. Curious but also skeptical, he started to attend meetings in order to seek the truth of the faith that meant so much to him. For a while, Abba felt that he had found his calling, and with his new group of brothers, he had also found a home. The preachers taught him about the will of Allah and what he would need to do to honor Allah and reach paradise. Abba was told about his new group, Boko Haram. He was told that together, as brothers, he and his friends would achieve so much more than if they walked apart. He agreed to join, and in the group, he found he was taken seriously. He felt very proud of his role and was given more and more responsibility as time went on. One of his jobs was to recruit new members and train them in the ways of Boko Haram. Abba joined the group at the very beginning and saw many leaders take charge of the group. Each one brought a new set of ideas and new direction for him and his brothers. In time, the teachings of new and more violent leaders came to trouble Abba. They taught about the kafir who were destroying the faith and in turn needed to be destroyed by the true believers. Abba was shocked to hear the preachers accusing Abba's family, his friends and his colleagues as non-believers, and they called on Abba to disown them. More alarmingly still, Abba saw other young men who had joined the group start to talk about revenge and acts of violence that needed to be committed against the kafir. These acts of revenge were against people he knew, places he grew up, and always resulted in the loss of life for young members of the group. Abba had many questions.
Why was violence against anyone part of Allah's will? Why did the preachers obsess over money and materialistic things when they said these were haram? Why should innocent people die in the name of Islam?
Abba had questions but was not allowed to ask them. As a recruiter of young men, he knew he could never reveal the truth to them before joining, and he knew once they joined, they would see the truth for themselves. This troubled him. In fact, these doubts made Abba unpopular with a new group of radicals that took over the group. He could not ask questions. They silenced him, they spread rumors about him, and they threatened him. He came to understand that he was being exploited. They were trying to brainwash him, and they were hiding the truth from him. He could not understand why he couldn't ask some simple questions about the leadership of these groups. One day, he was asked to make a recruit, only 16 years of age, carry out a suicide attack on a local police station because it once housed a friend of the leader of the group. He questioned this and asked why this kid should die for the cause when the leadership was unwilling to do so. At that point, he decided enough was enough and that friends of his shouldn't die for the selfish interest of their leaders. After years of being a part of the group, Abba has decided to leave and help prevent anyone else from joining. Abba promised himself that he would no longer be used by these extremist groups. This is Abba's story, and I am his friend. Alarmed by how much the truth is hidden from you, how much you are not allowed to ask questions or think, Abba decided he would discover his own truth and help others see for themselves the truth behind those that want to lead them to death. In his heart, he always knew that violence was not his path. Now he can help others see the same. His message to all of us and all of you is that you must think for yourselves, because
the truth is hidden from you.